Everyone says the Super Mario Galaxy movie sucks. And I think, honestly, what do you expect? Because, the last one was the Mario movie done by the guys who make the Minions movies. This one's the Mario sequel made by the people who make the Minions movies. I didn't go into this expecting much, and I think I got exactly what it came into it. Come on. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's just fluff. It's nothing. It's slap bang in the middle of the road. I have no overwhelming positive or negative. It's a movie. It's a sequel. It's a sequel.
It's a sequel, definitely, and it's a very, very, very pointless sequel. And when that teaser dropped for the Galaxy movie, that caused a bit of excitement. It's like, oh, is that going to be something? But then I realized there are two wolves inside of me. I love the franchise, but Illumination, you haven't done too well with the last Mario movie, and that was very forgettable. I can't remember a single thing. A bunch of needle drops in that movie. That's all I remember, and Rainbow Road. So, what's different? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing has changed. It's just more. I played the Super Mario Galaxy games. I have such a huge love for those games because of how whimsical and exciting it was. And then I got the dreadful existential crisis while watching this movie. I'm like, what am I watching? This is so bizarre.
This is the Out of Time Film Podcast, where your hosts Tom and John discuss everything from blockbuster films to TV and games like there's no tomorrow.
This is an exciting one because this is an episode of the podcast where I made mid-film notes. My girlfriend gave me these cards that I wrote on, so I feel like I've got some beautiful plaques from the medieval era that just have scribbling. So throughout this episode, I'm just going to be musing my thoughts and opinions.
Well, Tom, I've written them in stone. Let me get the stone. It's too heavy. Sorry, guys.
You got out your chisel in the middle of the movie.
The Ten Commandments doesn't have anything on this. Yes.
My very first note is that it feels like something has to happen every 2 seconds to keep the kids interested. And I think that is a very apt observation. Well done,
yes.
Me. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is like scrolling Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. Every scene is something different and is just doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff. This film is just stuff thrown at you for whatever reason.
The movie. We have everything.
The Super Mario.
It's like B&Q. It's like B&Q. They have everything except structure.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
The local references return. B&Q. This is like B&Q.
If anyone gets that.
There's a scene when Luigi starts to sing "When the Moon Hits Your Eye Like a Big Pizza Pie," and I just was like, what the heck is going on? Why are we doing He was doing a little dance. It's like 20 minutes into the film, and I think I reached a state of peace. He was singing that song, and I realized, oh, I don't care. I don't need to care about this. This is just a stupid Mario movie. And I ascended. I achieved the meaning of life. I just sat back. I just let it wash over me. Not even with pain. I just let it happen.
Nothing couldn't even faze you. Can I just say, this movie felt like an acid trip for me. Because I was like questioning everything. I just felt stuck in that cinema. I was like, please let it end. Please. I just don't know what the planning was at all for this movie. Well, one positive thing I have to say is that the music this time, there's not a lot of needle drops. I don't think. I can't remember. This movie's forgettable anyway. But what I can remember is they did a lot more Mario music, but not especially from the Galaxy stuff. It was more focused on the Mario Odyssey themes, like the town stuff, like especially when Mario and Luigi arrive at the desert place. I forgot. I'm not a true Mario Odyssey fan. I'm sorry, guys, but
get out. Get out. You're not allowed to talk about this movie unless you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'll get cappy. No, it's so bizarre when it's not focused at all with the Galaxy themes. It just decides to brush everything over and just get towards the cameos, towards the action. Mr. Game & Watch is here as well. The stick figure, he appears.
The silhouette dude at the end.
Yeah, the silhouette dude. He's also in Smash as well.
I think I wrote a note about this. Hold on. Let me just...
In your card, yeah.
On my card. Yeah, I just said, is that silhouette 2D man a thing? feels like it's a thing. And it's like, yeah, it is a
It's a
thing.
thing,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I'm
It's
proud
a
of
thing.
myself.
It's gonna be Smash. It's gonna be like Super Smash Bros. Everyone's gonna be here. Even Solid Snake, I think, but he's not in this movie. But
I
I feel like
wondered.
everyone's gonna be here.
I really thought that. Now, I don't know if there are two post-credit scenes, but I stayed for the mid-credit scene, and I
Me
really
too.
thought that it
Yes.
was gonna, because the last film ends with the Yoshi egg hatching, and it's like, oh, we're gonna dip a bit further into the Mario lore. And I mean, first of all, they spend all about 5 minutes getting the Yoshi stuff out of the way. They're just like, yeah, great. Here's his origin story. Very funny scene, by the way.
Yeah.
Just seeing what
Donald
Yoshi got up
Glover,
to.
he's Yoshi.
He is Yoshi. Sure,
He can
man.
do everything, guys. He can
Honestly.
sing and rap as Childish Gambino. He can act. He can perform. He can do everything, and he's
Yeah,
Yoshi. Wow.
he is.
Yeah.
Sure, now can you make the Lando movie, please? Thanks. I agree with your point about the music. The lack of licensed music was very, very nice. Having more of the Mario music was fun. Even if it's not the right music, it was still fun. I'm not heartless. I see Mario stuff, fun montages. They play the music. I enjoy myself. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. There's an early montage where Mario and Luigi are going throughout the Mushroom Kingdom, solving problems, and it was fun. And I was just like, yeah, man, this is just stupid and fun, Mario, yay. I was just
We're
kind of
just
like,
stupid, guys. We just gonna enjoy this stupid ride.
yeah,
Yay!
sometimes I'm really harsh on movies, and sometimes I'm just like, flip it. Who cares? There is an element of this film where, like, yeah, no moment is allowed to linger. No emotion can be truly felt unless it's flashy and eye-catching, and there's hardly any subtlety. There's barely character arcs. There's barely anything. But my God, I was never bored. I was never bored, and this film felt like it went by like a clip. It would have been so much worse if there wasn't any character and it felt oppressive. It didn't feel oppressive. I was just like, yeah, man, get us to that finish line. I don't care.
I think it would be more entertaining to see a Goomba trying to get through his life.
Like a Goomba spin-off.
Yeah, Goomba spin-off, different perspectives of the Mario universe. I was just questioning what exactly is going on. Like, in one part of the movie, they stumble across a casino in this movie.
Yeah,
And
of
I'm like,
course.
this is okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Let's get the Koopa Troopers and the Goombas gamble coins away. And then there's a whole storyline with Peach and Rosalina. They're sisters. Sure, that's not canon in the games. There was potential, Tom, because Rosalina in the games was such a interesting character because there was a heartbreaking backstory growing up without a mother. It's more how she got familiar with the space and galaxy. And I thought, great, that's going to be something that is going to add a bit more weight to it. But then I realized they're not going to do anything. They're just going to get all the stars to say, more Mario stories. Yeah, more Mario,
Yeah,
please.
it's the bottom of the barrel of kids' movies. It's the worst kind. It's not egregiously bad. You're coming at it with absolutely no emotional maturity and
Or
understanding
no
that
impact
kids.
at all. What's the
Yeah,
message?
I wrote a note that says, why did they so heavily market Rosalina? Rosalina was the big
She was
reveal.
barely in it. I was so sad. I was like,
I
"Where's
know.
Rosalina?
I know.
My
Like
Shayla? Where was she?"
it was, I can't say that I bring the same level of emotion to this, but the first trailer ended with her, and it was like, oh, we're doing Rosalina, and casting Brie Larson is a great casting choice, and she's so clearly running circles around the rest of the cast, not just in her voice acting, but also as clearly a fan of the franchise, somebody who actually cares, somebody who still plays, and isn't just like, yeah, I played it when I was a kid, and that's about as much as they have. And she's just an afterthought, which is a real shame. I think it's funny as well because they really had to nerf Rosalina because she's so powerful. It's the classic Brie Larson character move where she shows up and she just gets the job done. And so they're like, how do we take her out of the plot because she's so powerful? I like to think that that's just Brie Larson, her energy that she brings to it. She's just so good that they're just like, oh God, her power is so strong. I think she's delightful and I would love to see Rosalina do more in the future. Just let her be cool and
Same.
powerful and in space. And they probably
Yeah,
won't.
and
They'll
that
probably
ship
do
as
something.
well, the whole design for that, and then to see something, where was that? That was so cool. Why did the film nerf her? I'm just so sad. And
It's okay because instead we get to watch Peach and Toad run after a stolen backpack. Isn't that what you wanted? And there's a casino? Isn't that what
there's
you wanted?
money.
It feels like they want to shove a game's worth of stuff into this film. Again, it's all stuff, stuff, stuff. So in one film, we get space, a casino,
Space.
the desert, bees, babies, a whole volcano planet,
Dinosaurs? Yeah.
Dinosaurs, characters from beyond the Mario
Rob, the,
universe.
the,
Rob.
the, the robot.
Oh, at the information desk.
Yeah, that's another.
That's a thing.
That's another character as well. It's like the same thing with the
Great.
fox.
Yeah, Star Fox.
Yeah.
That was recently announced, and he's a bit obnoxious. You know, he's very sequel baity, but he's the lovable rogue. Glen Powell is pretty great in everything. And the animated backstory when they went full 2D animation to like explain.
I was flabbergasted at that because I was like, did we just went past that? I want to see that.
Yeah.
In this middle of this movie, I had to endure all of that boulder dash of Mario, and then we got to see like an anime style backstory for Star Fox, and I'm like, that's what I wanted.
The thing is that if we ever got a Star Fox film, which apparently Glen Powell has wanted to do since the first movie, it's such a shame because it won't be animated in that style. It'll just be like the style of the rest of the film. And I think that a 2D Battle of the Planets-esque Star Fox film would just be really cool visually. And I think that these films are actually visually really solid. I really enjoy them. I really like how this film is directed. There's a lot of long take action, which isn't easy in animation, and there's great fluidity to the camera work, and it's fun. Sometimes it just lacks weight. Sometimes I found the film kind of lacking style, but the action, considering that this film is so heavily about the action, I don't think they missed on that. I thought that it was very fun the way that they, and then sometimes they're kind of incorporating the 2D and the 3D homages back to the original games. I think all that's very fun. This kind of speed is oppressive, but it works for the action scenes. The first film already crammed so much in. You had Mario Kart and Donkey Kong and the real world and the new world and Bowser, and this film just does more. You want more?
Pikmin? You want Pikmin?
Pikmin was here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Absolutely. We also get Bowser Jr.
Benny Safdie?
Benny Safdie, yeah. He sounded like somebody.
Yeah, he sounded like that one. We're telepathically doing this, Tom. We're just like,
okay,
yes.
sorry, yeah.
Yes.
If you guys aren't listening to the telepathic edition of the podcast,
you're missing out. Sorry, guys, you have to telepathically find that out. So
yeah. You got to telepathically subscribe because you're missing some
guys.
You're missing some great bits. You're missing some really good stuff, I promise.
Yes.
Bowser Jr., I thought it was funny because this franchise is accidentally about daddy issues. Like, you know, in the last film, when Donkey Kong is like, my dad hates me, and then Mario's like, well, my dad hates me too, and that's how they stop hating each other. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that, Tom.
You don't remember that?
No, it's like, my dad hates me. I don't know what to do. Wow, okay. Yeah, daddy issues. Is that the message of both of these films now?
I think they're both kind of about daddy issues, because Bowser Jr.'s whole backstory is that he has daddy issues.
I have a question though, but like Bowser. Okay, Bowser Jr., he's obviously the son of Bowser. Who's the mother? Where's the mother?
Good question. Now, here's a bigger question.
Yes.
Not to complicate this anymore. Bowser isn't wearing any clothes. So anyway, I kind of found. Shall I leave that in unedited? Shall I leave that big long pause?
I just love that. You just like, just leave it as that. Just leave it as that. It's so funny.
You can take whatever you want from that.
Yes,
and Bowser, he reminded me of like he's Robotnik in the Sonic movies. The first film, he's the main antagonist. Second film, he's not necessarily the main antagonist, but as the film goes on, his role grows. And then presumably in the third film, he'll be back as well.
Can I just say what this film also reminded me of? Zootropolis 2.
Not in quality, right?
No, not in quality. No. There's one specific scene where Rob, the robot, does like a really slow thing to say, oh, it's over there. Like the same guy, the sloth who did that same joke as well. Obviously, they were trying to do some mystery here, but they obviously didn't do that. It was like, oh no, why was Rosalina taken away? And then what was that big whole exposition about? Oh yeah, I made this whole planet thing to destroy the whole universe. And we didn't get to find out what the whole thing was. We got a big cannon, guys. We built cannon. We got a cannon here. What does it do? Destroys the universe. And that's it.
John, you're thinking into it too much. No,
this
final
is
note.
Horrible exposition. This is horrible exposition.
My final note here is I appreciated how painless it all was. And
Painless.
I want to bring you back to that sweet boy just sitting in the cinema,
Okay.
just letting it all happen.
Tame
So maybe it's
Impala.
just
Let
maybe it's
let
just
it happen. Yes, let it happen. Yeah.
yes,
Sure.
exactly. That's what I want. Okay, so imagine it's a medium shot on me. I'm
Okay.
sat in the cinema. We slowly zoom in on my eyes, and I'm just staring. That's all there is. It's just me and my eyes. And in my eyes, you can see the reflection of the Mario movie. But as it plays, it's just let it happen, let it happen.
And then just has like some very like psychedelic trip going on, and then yeah, and then you're stuck in the
Exactly.
cinema.
Yeah.
You can't escape the Super Mario movie. Like, yeah, I accept it, guys. I accept it.
You texted me saying your cinema was pretty empty, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was
Yeah.
only three other people there, and I
Oh,
was just
right.
watching it.
Okay.
How was yours though?
Yeah,
With
so mine
the
was pretty packed, and I was very worried because if you
oh
cast your
no,
mind back
oh
to a
no,
year
oh
ago
no.
when we went to go and see a Minecraft movie, and you can listen to that episode if you
You
want to
can
know our
listen to
thoughts
that.
on that.
We will we do a video on that again? I don't think so. I
Oh
don't
God,
think we will.
don't threaten me with a bad time. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that it was, that it was going to be a little bit difficult to handle, like that situation was. But it wasn't. It was
Mm,
actually, I think, obviously, it's not the same demographic as the Minecraft movie, but also there is a factor of this film because it's so fast and because it's literally made for kids who are used to staring at their iPads. It does kind of keep them engaged. It wasn't too bad. I thought it would be, and it wasn't. And for that, thank you. Thank you for a painless experience. Again, I really just like, what do you expect? What do you expect? I think to all the people who are so negative about it online, it's like, guys, we've had the first movie. You know what this is going to be. It's Illumination.
yeah.
Surely this film's going to do well. The first film made 1 billion. Yeah, what do you think? Where do we go next? The post-credit scenes didn't set anything up. So, I mean,
Well,
obviously
Tom,
Star Fox.
I did some research as I
Ah,
as I left the screening, the post-credit scene, the other one. So in
ah.
that one, you know that there was a monkey that stole Toad's bag.
My favorite scene of any film in
Yeah.
2026, of
Yep.
course.
2026.
I'll
And
never forget it.
wow, above Bone Temple right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the post-credit scene, he tries to steal this woman's handbag or
Oh my
purse or
God.
something. Do you know who it is?
Is it Daisy?
It's Daisy!
Yeah. Oh, why
It's
am I getting so
Daisy.
excited? I don't even know why I'm
I don't
getting
know.
so
I don't know why
excited.
you excited. You got me excited because I was like, you know who it is, but I
You
don't
know what?
care anymore.
You know what I wish? I wish it was the Amy reveal from Sonic 3.
Oh,
Like that was
oh,
so exciting.
that was so
Absolute
cool.
cinema.
But the Shadow one,
Oh, well,
guys,
that
we
never
were
been
like
so exciting in
blow.
my
We,
life.
we were so excited. We were like, oh my god.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because the Mario films, so far at least, the first one probably made more money than all three Sonic films put together. But the Sonic films are just so good.
They're so
It's,
peak.
it's
Sonic 2,
oh
Sonic
my
2,
God.
you live
Oh
in
my
my
God.
heart forever.
Oh
The
my
entire wedding sequence. If you want to hear our thoughts about that, please listen to the Sonic 2 one because we
oh
both
my
enjoyed the hell out of that.
the
Oh
wedding
my god.
sequence. Oh my God, I could cry.
Cinema.
But alas, okay, so Daisy is next in Mario.
Yeah,
Maybe
Daisy.
maybe
Yeah.
she'll. I wonder if the reason why this film used so much less licensed music is because everybody complained so heavily about it in the first film. And I
Yeah.
wonder if they are going to take similar criticisms on board when it comes to this film. I wonder if we're going to see more of Daisy because we saw so little of Rosalina and people are already pulling that up. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I'm sure we'll cover it. I'll drag you back, John.
Imagine Illumination hired who's the writer for Bone Temple? Who was that?
You think Alex Garland?
Yes, bring in Alex Garland and
Oh
he'll do
my
like a
God.
crazy Mario
I
movie.
would love that. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Luigi will start a cult somewhere in the haunted mansion.
Didn't Charlie Day even speak about a Luigi's Mansion film having been discussed? I think they will make spin-offs if this one is as popular as the last one. It's that classic thing of like if they can keep up the momentum with I just poked a hole in my sock. Fuck's sake, these are new. God
Because we're
damn
thinking
it.
about the Mario movie. This is
Yeah.
why. It brings us torment. It gives us pain.
Not me, I was blissful.
What my mind comes to is the Super Smash Bros. I don't know how a Super Smash Bros. Would do.
Yeah, because they're doing Zelda, but that's live action, and I doubt they would want to cross those two over. I think they will try and build this into something, though. I think we're going to get a Donkey Kong movie. I think they'll do Star Fox. If this film is successful, that's where we go. I was very much expecting this film to end with some sort of like Wario, Waluigi.
Imagine that. If Waluigi appeared, this would have been a 10 out of 10, guys. This would have been a masterpiece.
people listening, share this video with your friends. For John's sake, the last video got 204 views. Let this one hit 205. Let John rest easy tonight.
Please, I can go to sleep with the Rosalita theme and just cry to myself and think, yes.
Think of
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
Happy
did he
Easter.
do?
What did he do? There's a whole book. There's a whole book, man.
Wow.
There's a whole book. What are you going to give Mario Galaxy movie out of 10?
Well, I'm not too crazy hating on this film because, to be honest, yeah, there was some interesting stuff. I wish there was a lot more to explore, but it's just very hollow. I'm going to give this a 5.
Yeah, I think we gave the first film a 5, and I'm going to agree. I think this film is also a 5. There are a lot of people getting very upset about this, and I hope you find peace like I did.
I'm almost finding peace, guys. I'm almost there. I'm almost to Nirvana.
You're like Shifu in Kung Fu Panda, almost found in a piece. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you're listening on YouTube and you liked it, you can like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, you can follow and give us a 5-star review if you think we're worthy. And next week, we're going from the bottom of the barrel to the top. Is Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I sit back in bliss again. That doesn't work because I sit back in.
No.
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it. It's gonna be
Somehow
great.
you got bliss back to back. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
back,
work.
guys. We're so
doesn't
back.
work.
We're not
Yeah.
back. We're so back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The masculine urge of saying we are so back 2 seconds after saying it's so over. And you can send us an email at outstimefilmpod@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts on Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we'll answer it right here in the podcast next week.
Yeah, so you can follow us on Instagram at Out of Time Film Pod to see our incredible thumbnails from Zain, on Twitter for more thoughts from Tom and me, and TikTok to see edited clips, which are all also on Instagram, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. And you can find links to that all in the description below. Thanks to Elle for the excellent theme, and Ronan for vocals as always. And I think that's everything. Take away given.
Give nothing back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.